It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possession. In this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
Sweetie! Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Underneath here to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there for Philly. Give him 42 yards on the ground. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Mike 5. Mike 5 forward. Yeah. Quick dance. Go. Watch that.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Let's go. Deep, tighten up.
First and 10
Let's go.
at the
Deep, tighten
47-yard
up.
line.
Jim, go. Jim.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He uncorked. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
It's a 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Then again, it's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
You got tight right.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. Now he steps away. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 49.
And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, 33 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Here we go. Hey, look, 3.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wentz now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. With it is Brown. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Throwing now is Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 84 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. This is Howard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 40 yards, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
46 down, man, 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 30, Eagles 22.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
The timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At their 49-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
61, Max Fox, fight. Back.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll go down inside the 50.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, just for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not famous, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.